Hello, this is Joel, and today in this video, I'm about to speak about how life really changed me, and I'll tell you how life it's not easy for not everyone. It depends on the decisions you make. But today, I'm just gonna talk about how things changed before and after high school. So, you know, high school, it's really my experience of high school is pretty decent. I just graduated with good grades and try to be the best student out there in school. But the problem was that I was hanging out with the wrong people at the time, so it just really changed my point of view of life a little bit. I was just being a little too comfortable with life, and I just didn't want to work in high school, so I was just I was feeling like a bum every day, just going home, playing video games and stuff like that. And just once I left my parents' house, it was kind of difficult, It just about that with the parent situation, I did get kicked out. It's because I wasn't doing nothing with my life. I was just staying home. I wasn't helping no one. I was in I didn't want to do any chores in the house, and then just I was just getting a little aggressive. Not like aggressive, like getting mad. It's just I was just being, was feeling miserable. I just wanted a little freedom. I want to go out and do things that people do. When the parents give their child freedom and stuff like that. So I made a huge mistake, and on that, and that once that situation happened, I was starting my second year, my second semester in college. So that just happened around November when that situation happened, and just I was doing terrible at my first year in college. I was just I didn't show up to classes. I was doing bad on tests. I wasn't really studying, so I just didn't know what to do in my life, especially what I was going through. At some point, at some point in life, I wanted to drop out of college because while I was going through family and out of school problems, it's just I felt devastated, and I just didn't know. So once I was in that situation, I did have a couple of friends that helped me a lot when I was homeless. I'm just gonna put it out there. I was homeless for 2 months. I would just at the time I was going up dorms, sleeping there in the couches. I just doing that day by day. Was thinking about life. I'm like, damn, look at me. I'm in this situation now. I just I felt like I was dreaming, but damn, I'm waking up every morning. I'm in the same spot. Now, me as a college student, being homeless it was really hard. It's because I didn't have no job. I did have a job, but it wasn't paying me enough to just survive. So I was just eating at the school food, stuff like that, and I was showering up the dorms. So it was hard. Every day, I just wanted to get out of that situation, but I didn't know how to. I didn't really have a lot of resources towards that. It just it was tough. There were days that my back was in pain. It was just I was I was crying on certain days. Every day I had different emotions. It's because I was like, damn, I'm actually homeless at the age of 18. Not a lot. Everyone don't want to be in that point in life, but people tells me, you know, one decision you make, it will affect you for the rest of your life. It just the whole table would turn around and stuff like that. And I had a really good friend of mine that I met a couple of years ago. I was working with him in an internship. He really helped me a lot. He got me a better job. A week, it was like a week or two after, I got out that situation because I had a good job that paid me. So I left from the dorms. I ran out Airbnb until until because about that because I was trying to apply at the dorms, but they put me on the wait list. But thank God, they sent me a letter from the school saying that they had a room for me during the spring semester. So I was so happy about it. So what I did was I ran out of Airbnb for like 2 weeks, and then just moved to another Airbnb until we until like the day comes from the spring semester, and it was just like I was so happy about it. Like one good friend of mine changed my whole life. From after that, it made me want to work hard. You know, motivate myself every day to work. Try new things, go out, meet new people. It's like that. He just really good friend of mine. It just shout out to him, man. It just really he really changed my life a lot. Um, once once the spring semester came, I was so happy. I moved into the dorms and stuff like that. I was doing well in school that semester. I did pretty good with grades because I just didn't have to think about that situation I went through. But like I made myself not get into that situation because after the dorms, you gotta have somewhere to live. But me, my status of living was kind of difficult. So with the job he gave me, I was working a lot, like hard, like every single day. Me as a full time student, it's like not everyone can do that, but I really have great times management, so I was able to manage my time with school. I was how to manage time to work, so I was working, like now it sucks. Some days I had to do overnights. It sucks. Oh, the work at night sucks, but I had to sacrifice myself every single day to make sure to have the money to get a new apartment. So I was to myself. I was like, this, also about that, that experience I went through made me realize how important life is. It's because life can be really unpredictable because you think one thing, the other thing comes in another result. So that's why you always have to be prepared. That's why I was prepared for that when I got that apartment. So I was working 40 plus hours every day. I was just doing overnights. Some days I want to call out at work, but I was like, I need the money. I was really hungry for money at the time. I was really, really working hard to achieve what I wanted. Like, owning an apartment at the age of 18 is really, really, really impressed. That was like one of the goals that I wanted when I was in that situation of being homeless. I was like, damn, I want an apartment. I want to live on my own. I don't need to rely on parents. I can prove them that I could live on my own and maintain myself. And like to this day, I still love my parents. At the end of the day, you know, I feel like what they did to me, like, just didn't want me there. Just I feel like it was like the best decision. But at the time, I didn't really like thought of that because I was like so much emotion was going on. But like I feel like I know homeless being homeless is bad, but me in that situation really opened my eyes about how life is. Cause I was like, damn, thank God I wasn't out the streets with like a label, but I was able, I had a place to sleep. So I feel like life ain't easy when it comes to that situation. You know, life really changed me a lot. To be honest, like me being 19, it's really I'm still young, but I went through a lot. Like how I imagine not everyone can go through that situation and stuff like that. 'Cause, I fell through the ground. I'll be honest, I fell through the ground like really hard, and it really made me learn a lot about life. And now I'm living in my own apartment. I'm in full time school. I'm making money, and I'm just at the end of the day, I just want to make. I'm trying to make more money. I want to get to a point. I don't need to get a job. I just don't want to work for somebody. I want to work for myself. That's why I'm working hard every day, and just to achieve that. All right, today that'll be it for the video, and peace.